Hello. Before we start today's episode, if you would like a condensed version of what I'm talking about in this podcast, go ahead and subscribe to the Perfectionist Guide. You can read the entire thing in 3 minutes or less. To access this, go to CourtneyLoveGavin.com/newsletter. Are you a bit of a perfectionist, type A, hyper performer? Then you know that having the audacity to see an ideal and bring it into reality while breaking generational habits of hustle can be tough, but it doesn't have to be. If you are ready to burn bright instead of burning out, to lead without losing yourself, and to enjoy the life you have worked so hard to create, then keep listening. I'm your host, America's leader on rewiring perfectionism, CLG, and this is Perfectionism Rewired, the podcast. Welcome to Perfectionism Rewired.
I like to think of our nervous system as the bouncer to the club being your brain. And the nervous system, not only does it guard like your brainstem, but it also is a bouncer so that even if you're already in your brain and let's say you're at work and you're like being like super powerful and making all of these decisions, the bouncer that is your nervous system can just like yank it out and just be like, not there. So when you are noticing that you are having a stress response and be like, oh, it's fine. I can just push through. When we fight it, we feed it. And by allowing your nervous system to get back into regulation, then you can return to showing up in your life and being whole and complete and being a human being, not a human doing. That doesn't mean you go back and you're like, yeah, everything's great. But you can at least go back and know I'm making rational and semi-elevated thinking decisions. I've noticed with my clients and even my friends is that I see so much of us and we're pushing it and we're fighting it and we're punishing ourselves. 3 things that help me that I want to share with you is this, because the whole thing of being present with myself, if you're not used to doing that and you are an overachiever and performing and you're just like busy all the time and you're like, no, I'm a good little tugboat, I can keep going. This can feel very unnerving. So these are 3 things that like I do that make it so I can settle into this. So the first thing that I tell myself is, oh, this is the part, like yesterday I was like, oh, this is the part where I spin the fuck out. Almost like you're like narrating it, but it allows your brain and your nervous system to be okay. Because our brain is thinking, we're gonna die, why is this happening? And so being able to be like, this is the part where I throw myself a dumpster party. The second thing that I do is I'll tell myself, of course. So I'll be like, yeah, of course I'm feeling this way. Of course this is happening. I'm someone where I like to bring levity to everything. So this just helps me be like, oh, okay. You don't have to do all 3. I just find that with people who have never done this before, it's helpful to have a 3-step protocol that you can do. And then the last part is to tell yourself, and it's okay. So for me yesterday, I was like, yeah, this is the part where my brain spins the fuck out. Of course this is happening because Courtney, look at all these things that you're thinking. And then the third part is I just told myself it's okay. By telling your brain and your nervous system that it's safe, you're gonna get so much of your time back. When you do this, like there is no more resistance, there is no more frustration, and there's no more time going to things that you think need to be solved that don't need to be solved. As you build this window of tolerance with yourself, you can still like get stressed about things, but you're still able to like go through your life and not have it like swell up into overwhelm or anxiety or just avoiding and like leaving your life altogether. This also makes it so you can actually enjoy your life. And I say this because I was someone that I thought that I was enjoying my life, but I wasn't. It was like I was a car and I was driving through it with my emergency brake on. And like, yes, you can do that, but when you have your emergency brake on, you can't go as fast. I've accidentally done it before and I'm sort of driving and I'm like, what is going on? It's the same thing for us as humans when we are ignoring our nervous system and stress responses that we might be having.
Are you tired of being in a robotic relationship with success, with zero meaning or joy during the process, where your victories feel anticlimactic? If you're nodding your head yes, listen closely because I might have the solution you've been searching for. My Perfectionism Rewired Accelerator, a 6-week, highly individualized one-on-one coaching experience designed exclusively for perfectionists like you. Your perfectionism is actually your greatest asset, and leveraging it can be hard work or take years of guesswork. That's why in Perfectionism Rewired Accelerator, I give you my key frameworks to taking charge of your Ferrari drive, proven to work even for the most type A, high strung, stubborn perfectionists. In the first 30 days, you will cut your burnout in half, increase your professional fulfillment by at least 150%, and your self-compassion will go up at least 250%. And that is just your first 30 days. So if you want to save yourself years of trial and error, go to CourtneyLoveGavin.com/accelerator today. Or if you want to take the easy way, just click the link in the show notes to check out the Perfectionism Rewired Accelerator.